back to Dipansh Video Time, and in this video I am going to be teaching you the basics of Tkinter in Python. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to need to do is obviously import Tkinter as tk. Tkinter. And from Tkinter, I want to import everything. Okay, now that we have this done, we can quickly go on to the code. The first thing I want to make is the window. So window would be equal to tk.Tk. This is saying that, okay, I want to make a window. Then after that, what I'm going to be putting is window.title. So obviously we're going to need a title, and let's put it Tkinter Basic UI. So now after we have the title, we need to put the window size. So for window sizes in Tkinter, we use window.geometry, and let's put it to 500 by 500. Don't forget the semicolons. Okay, so now that we have most of the window main things done, what I want to add in is the window.resizable, and I'm going to be putting it to true for the X position and true for the Y. Now the last thing that we need to do is put in window dot main loop. So that's going to say, okay, so now after we have done this, we can start. And now you can see that we have our main window ready, and if we click here, the window will get out of our screen. Okay, so now I'm going to be teaching you the basics. I'm going to be showing you how you can make labels, how you can make text boxes, and how you can make a button, drop downs, and how you can combine all of them to make a very simple program. Okay, so let's just give myself some space over here. And now first let's start for our label. So name label. So it's going to be equal to tk.Label. So tk.Label, I'm going to be putting in window, and the text would be, let's say, there we go. Window and text is equal to, let's say text is equal to put in your name. So we are going to put in your name in the text box below. Then after that, the drop down, put in your age, and then we're going to be putting in the age. And after that, when we submit, something is going to pop up like, hi Dipansh, your age is 11. A very simple program. Okay, so now what we can do is name label.pack. And I'm going to be putting a pad Y of 10. Now I am going to be naming this our label. Okay, now we are going to be going into our text box. Now how you can make text boxes. So also text, and I'm not call it text box, I would call it an entry. So label for name, entry for name. So now after this, what you have to do is name underscore entry would be equal to tk.Entry window. So we are making an entry, also known as a text box, and where we want to put it, we want to put it on our window. Now, one main thing I forgot to say is that there are two types of positioning in Tkinter. You can do name label dot let's say grid, or you could say name label dot pack. Now the reason I put dot pack is dot grid is a little bit harder to work with. You have to find out the exact coordinates, but dot pack will just put it in the center, so you can have like a basic UI starting from the center. And pad y means I want the padding from the top, which would be our column, and I want to have like 10 pixels of gap over there. So that's what our pad y would do. Okay, now let's just go on for the name. Name underscore label is equal to, oh, we already have that. Name label dot pack, and sorry, it's not name label, it's name entry. So name entry dot pack would be, let's say, a pad y of 5. Let's check this and see if it's working. So okay, we can have a put in your name and a pad y of the 2. Is that okay? Yeah, so put in your name and then we can put in our name here, Dipansh. But nothing will happen for now. Okay, so now that we have the entry, I'm just going to be putting it in 1 and see what would happen. Yeah, 1 is perfect for me. Okay, now that we have our labels and our entry, now I want to start working with our another label, because then after we do the label, I will do our drop down, which is a little bit harder. Okay, so next thing is label for H. Let's make a gap over here and just close the gap over here. Okay, now let's continue. So obviously we are just going to be copying this over here, pasting it, and then we are just going to be put in your H. So instead of name label, I am going to be putting it to age label. And if I run this, okay, age label. Okay, now if I run this, we should have a put in your age over here. Okay, so now you can see that we have a put in your age. Let's just put everything to 5, 5, and 5. Well, not 1005, just a normal 5. Okay, yeah, a little bit compressed, so this looks good to me. Okay, now we have our H. Now for the main thing, our drop down. So I am just going to be putting in drop down for H. Okay, so now we can go down and we can start working on our drop down. So you see, we are assuming that the person's age is from 5 to 100. So obviously we cannot type out 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? So what I'm going to be doing is a trick. I'm not using a numerator, obviously. So ages is equal to string of I. So string of I. So for I in range of, let's say, 5 to 100. Not 100, let's say 90. So 5 to 90. And that's it. So we are making this ages be a list from the number 5 to 90. That's basically what we're doing. Then the age var would be a tk.string var. So whenever we want to like put in a value or a variable from a text box in Tkinter, it usually is on the type of none. So to change that, you can put in tk.string var, and then after that, whenever you want to print it out or do something with it, you always have to put .get right before it. So we can say that age var .get, then after that you have to do everything else. I'll show you later. So now time for the drop down. So age dropdown. So dropdown is equal to ttk. I'll put ttk. It should be tk.combobox. Okay, it's not here. tk.combo. Okay, wait a second. tk.dropdown. Where's dropdown? Yeah, we want so tk.dropdown. Okay, so our dropdown is not working for some reason, and tk.combobox. Wait a second, I'm just gonna change the name to tk.combobox. Okay, so we have to check why it is not working. So drop down for our age, we are making it into a string var. Okay, so first let's check what we are missing. So we want to make our combo box. Is it combo box? Or is it all small? All small. Combo box. Okay. Wait a second. Combo box. Okay, let's just ignore if it is not being able to take the combo box. We will see what the error is later. So first, let's just put everything in. Window. Then the text variable is equal to age var here, and then after that values is equal to ages. Now the last thing I want to do is age drop down dot pad y is equal to 5, and then the last thing I want to do is this. So after we got our combo box, that is also known as a wait a second. Okay, I think I'm doing a mistake over here. Am I? Okay. I think I have found the error that I have gotten, so we can take this out here. So from tk entire, I don't want to import everything. I want to import ttk. Then from here, we can add ttk.combobox. Okay. So I found the error. I was importing everything, but I just wanted to import .ttk. What's ttk? This allows it to use the themed widget set. That the widget set includes our combo box. That means our drop down, our tables, and everything else. Okay. So now that we got this, we got the error done, we can safely continue. So after we have .pack, I want to do age drop down dot set ages 0. Now if I run this, we have a nice clean drop down, you can see. So from the number 5 we are starting and we are ending at the number 89, which is okay. Okay, so now that we have everything done, we are waiting for our submit button. Okay, so for our submit button, I'm going to be showing you how buttons really work in Tkinter. So first, from the top, we have to go on. So first we have to make a function. So the function name is, let's call it define submit underscore action. And inside it, I'm going to do name is equal to name entry, name underscore entry dot get. Then after that, our age is equal to age underscore var dot get. And then the last thing I need is result label dot configuration. And then I'm going to be putting in text is equal to F like this. Your name is, and then I'm going to be putting in our name, and your ages. We are going to be putting in age. So now we can go down. So we have our submit button and we have our hidden label. So our hidden label is going to be the label that we are going to be showing at our screen over here. Okay, so now let's go back to our button, and what we need our button to do is this. So hey, submit button, I want you to submit underscore button is going to be equal to tk.button, and then window, and then text would be equal to submit, and then our command. So after we click it, what should happen, and what will happen is our submit action. Don't put in the parentheses over here, okay? So we don't want any parentheses, and yeah, everything is going good. Now for the last thing, that is our hidden label. Okay, so for the hidden label, we're not going to be doing much, and one thing I forgot to do is submit button dot hack pad y to be, let's say, 15. I want it to be a little bit further away from everything else. Now hidden label, which will show after we click the button, would be which would be named our result label. It's equal to tk.Label window, and our text would be equal to nothing. Okay, now the last thing we need to do is sorry about that, result label dot back. We don't want to do anything. Now we have our really simple program ready. So now let's try it. So put in your name, Dipansh, put in your age, I am 11 years old, and if we submit, we get back your name is Dipansh and your age is 11. So this was the basics of Tkinter. I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe. Until next time, Dipansh Video Time is out. Bye bye.